Every great city begins with a vision. Every thriving economy is built on infrastructure. And every family dreams of one thing, a place to call home. For 20 years, one platform has brought together governments, investors, innovators, and housing professionals from across Africa to shape that future. This is the Africa International Housing Show, and this week, housing development comes to you live from the continent's biggest housing gathering. A warm welcome to the 20th Africa International Housing Show. We are now in the third day of the show, and over the next few days, this venue will be welcoming thousands of participants from across Africa and beyond, sharing ideas, unveiling innovations, forging partnerships, and of course, exploring practical solutions to one of the continent's biggest challenges, which is housing. I'm Joseph Johnson, and this is a special edition of Housing Development Program coming to you from the venue of the 20th Africa International Housing Show. It started 20 years ago with a simple idea: bring everyone connected to housing into one room. 2 decades later, that idea has become Africa's largest housing event. It might be the third day, but no worries. I will bring you highlights of all that have happened here so far. Let's start with a roundup of day 1 and 2 activities.
The 20th Africa International Housing Show got off to an energetic start in Abuja as exhibitors, investors, developers, and housing professionals converged to showcase innovations and explore new opportunities within Africa's housing and real estate sector. Although the official opening ceremony held on the second day, the opening day was dominated by exhibitions, business networking, product demonstrations, and strategic engagements among participants from across Africa and beyond. Companies used the platform to unveil innovative building technologies, affordable construction materials, housing finance solutions, smart city technologies, and real estate investment opportunities designed to improve housing delivery across the continent. Although some booths were still being constructed, the exhibition halls also provided opportunities for developers, financial institutions, manufacturers, and service providers to establish new partnerships while engaging prospective clients and investors. For many participants, AIHS remains one of Africa's foremost platforms for exchanging ideas, attracting investment, and promoting collaboration within the built environment. As activities continue, delegates are expected to participate in technical sessions, policy dialogues, business meetings, and high-level discussions centered on this year's theme, Housing Solutions for Low-Income and Informal Workers. The 6-day event is expected to produce practical recommendations capable of improving access to affordable housing and strengthening sustainable urban development across Africa.
The 20th Africa International Housing Show has officially opened in Abuja, bringing together policymakers, developers, financiers, traditional rulers, investors, and housing professionals from across Africa to explore practical solutions to the continent's housing challenges. This year's edition, themed Housing Solutions for Low-Income and Informal Workers, places particular emphasis on expanding access to decent and affordable housing for millions of Africans who remain excluded from conventional housing finance. Delivering the keynote address, the Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Dr. Mutare Abe Darma, reaffirmed the federal government's commitment to reducing Nigeria's housing deficit through policies that prioritize affordability, accessibility, and inclusion. He noted that millions of Nigerians, particularly those working in the informal sector, remain unable to access mortgage finance due to irregular incomes and limited financing options.
Each local government in this country will have 200 housing units. The program will ensure greater access to decent housing for low-income householders, informal sector workers, young families, and vulnerable Nigerians. This initiative complements our broader Renewed Hope housing program, reinforcing our commitment to ensuring that every Nigerian has the opportunity to own or occupy a decent home.
The minister explained that ongoing housing reforms are aimed at expanding affordable housing delivery, improving access to mortgage finance, promoting innovative funding models, and strengthening partnerships with the private sector. He stressed that housing should be recognized as a basic human necessity capable of driving economic growth, creating jobs, and improving social stability.
We're equally committed to creating an enabling environment that attracts both domestic and international investment into Nigeria's housing and infrastructure sectors. We recognize that government alone cannot bridge Africa's housing deficit. Sustainable progress demands strong partnerships among governments, financial institutions, development partners, the private sector, professional bodies, and organized communities, each contributing unique strengths towards a shared goal. This conference continues to provide a strategic platform for policy dialogue, knowledge sharing, technology transfer, investment promotion, and regional cooperation. Such engagements are critical to developing innovative financing models and practical solutions that respond directly to Africa's unique housing challenges.
Earlier, convener of the Africa International Housing Show, Festus Adebayo, described that this year's event has attracted more than 350 exhibitors from across the world. He thanked the federal government for its continued support and reaffirmed AIHS' commitment to promoting inclusive housing across Africa. He also announced the establishment of a youth innovation hub aimed at nurturing the next generation of housing professionals and innovators.
Over the last 2 decades, AIHS has welcomed hundreds of thousands of participants, hosted thousands of speakers, facilitated countless business partnerships, and influenced housing conversation across Africa. More importantly, it has become a trusted platform where ideas are transformed into action. Partnership become investment, and discussion lead to policies that improve lives. This year's theme, housing solutions for low income and informal workers in Africa, speak directly to one of the greatest challenges confronting our continent. Millions of hardworking Africans, including teachers, artisans, traders, farmers, transport workers, market women, security personnel, young professionals, and countless others remain excluded from formal housing system. They contribute immensely to our economies, yet home ownership remains beyond their reach. That is my concern. This must change. Housing should not be the privilege of a few. It should be an opportunity available to every hardworking African. Achieving this requires bold leadership, requires innovation, requires innovative financing system, effective land reforms, sustainable infrastructure, modern construction technologies, strong institutions, and meaningful partnership between government and the private sector and the development finance institution.
Participants at the opening ceremony also emphasized the need for stronger collaboration among governments, financial institutions, developers, and development partners to deliver sustainable housing solutions tailored to the needs of low-income earners and significant workers who constitute a significant portion of Africa's workforce.
We must ensure that public policies deliberately include low-income population and informal workers who constitute the backbone of our economies.
Millions of hardworking Africans continue to struggle for decent housing despite contributing significantly to national economies. They deserve practical innovative and sustainable housing solutions.
The Africa International Housing Show continues throughout the week with policy dialogues, exhibitions, technical sessions, and investment meetings focused on advancing housing and urban development across the continent. Dorcas Chia, reporting for Housing TV Africa.
Meanwhile, AIHS is more than conferences. It is where deliberations become investments and ideas become projects. Every exhibition stand here tells a different story, and there are hundreds of exhibitors participating in this year's event. While some are changing how we build, others are changing what we build with. I'll get a chance to have a talk with some of them as I explore all the innovations, or some innovations, being brought here to the 20th edition of Africa International Housing Show.
What we bring to the table is we bring in prime luxury, sustainability, innovative, and professionalism in real estate. So at Solab Real Estate, what we offer is our capabilities, which is professionalism, which is dedication, which is quality, and which is more benefits to our subscribers and investors over time.
When you talk of the Africa International Housing Show, I do say is that if you are not there, if your company is not listed that day or that period during the course of this thing, I don't know where you are hiding in this Abuja, because it's a platform for every developer to showcase what they have or what they've been up to, or to showcase who they are actually in the industry. So I will say concerning Crown Luxury Properties has been a major big brand in the city of Abuja and across so many states in Nigeria and abroad. So what is Crown Luxury Property really bringing up? We have the Solar City Estate, Apo, that's the Broom side. What is about the Solar City Apo? It's going to be about having green environment. No noise, no dazzle, no generator noise. So all these we are bringing a good infrastructural system into the AIHS as well. We are already doing it. We have it already.
Nigeria should pay attention to our company because we are bringing like raw material that is with a good quality and used in any kind of wood construction, wood fabricator, wood designs, and we are doing like good job in searching for the right material to bring in here, and the collection is very special for the Nigerian taste.
We're here with discount offers that would make people who would normally not be able to key into some high-profile places be able to afford it this time because of our slashed prices for the purpose of this program. So this is an opportunity for people, first-time buyers, and also the people who have been previously buying, to buy from us, invest, buy to build. We have properties that are available for building immediately. We have estates that are already developed, and we have the ones that are developing at the moment.
We are here in AIHS and we have introduced a variety of new designs which has never been introduced in Nigeria. You can say that we are the substitute of your importation, and we can stop your importation and we can be a substitute of you to replace of your tiles that you are looking for to buy from outside of Nigeria. This is 100% made in Nigeria. If you look at our designs, that is amazing. Whoever people are coming in our booth now, they are really amazed by looking at it. And they're asking, is it really imported? Then we have to say, no, we have the factory in Kogi State. And this is all built in, we are here for more than 31 years now in Nigeria. And we are not importing the tiles, we are the manufacturer.
Housing isn't only about buildings, it's also about money. So right here at the 20th Legacy Edition of AIHS, we ask, can ordinary Africans actually afford a home? Let's find out.
Averagely, that's why the mortgage loan is available for such an individual, where the mortgage bank comes in and they conduct affordability based on what their net salary is. their take home. When we mean net salary, it has to do with just the net and not the gross. So we use that to calculate with what the person's age is, and then with that affordability and then the price of the property, it can help someone to afford a house.
So what we're bringing on board today is MRIF, which stands for the Ministry of Finance Real Estate Investment Fund. Now, this is a fund that's here to address the housing gap in Nigeria. So with MRIF, Nigerians can access up to 100 million naira in mortgages, repayable in up to 20 years, with a fixed interest rate of 9.75%. And all you need to do is just make a 10% equity down payment. So if you find a property, just walk to any of our partner banks, and at the partner banks, you can access MRIF. And with MRIF, you get up to 100 million, fixed interest rates of 9.75%, repayable in up to 20 years.
Quite interesting responses there. Well, now you know the choices you have. At this point, we take a short break. Don't go away.
Africa International Housing Show, and we are live at the venue Transcorp Hilton Event Center, Abuja. As you can see, it is getting filled up. The people are here already. Everywhere is booming. The crowd is massive. And talking about the exhibitors, I mean, you need to see all the booths are set up. What are you waiting for if you are not here yet? Hurry up and get yourself right here, because it is going to be a very, very fun and exciting moment. A lot of investors, innovators, developers, capacity builders, people who are going to be shaping the housing and infrastructure sector for the next 20 years and beyond are all going to be under one roof. Do make sure you are here and not miss it. My name is Fortuna Mori, and I am reporting for Housing TV Africa.
Welcome back. You're still watching the special edition of Housing Development Program, coming to you from Transcorp Hilton, venue of the Africa International Housing Show. Now, you might be wondering, 20 years after the AIHS began, what's changing? Well, let's find that out together.
Because this is the only program in the entire world that you can network, you can meet people, and you can learn a lot, even from the speakers, from the organizer. I actually don't know where it's getting this energy from, but all I can say is, this is a top-notch platform for every formidable company out there that actually want to give back to the community what they have, the offer they have, and the products that they actually have for the subscribers here at the Africa International Housing Show.
My first encounter with AIHS, that was around 10 years ago. When I came in as a vendor to carry out the assignment, which I was given by the convener. And while in that process, I was able to secure my own property. I was able to meet with the real estate company that I had a conversation with, and we quickly kicked it off from there, and I was able to secure my own property, my first property here in Abuja. And that's courtesy of AIHS, and I've heard all stories as well about the couple of people who have been able to secure their properties, by the virtue of being here present.
Major brands are also well represented, using the exhibition to showcase their latest products, services, and innovations to thousands of participants.
You can't build your house without cement. And in fact, on the structure itself, cement takes over 70 to 80%. So it's only when you're doing the finishing that you're talking about other materials. So we are here at least to tell you that the big brand is here. And when we say cement, it's only Dangote and others.
AIHS isn't only about the big names. Behind the scenes are people hoping that this event changes their future too.
I was here yesterday and today again. I've met people, I've met investors, I've met interior designers. Though this is my first time this year. I didn't attend last year, but yeah, it's such a good opportunity to meet people, network, and socialize.
Being part of the conference inside, I've learned a lot also from different delegates coming from different countries. You know, Nigeria is also facing some deficit. And one of the things that was said in there was providing low housing for people, because a lot of people actually need to be somewhere. One of the key things that was said that actually struck me again was having a roof over your head is everybody's right. So it's our duty as developers to make that right available for everybody. So it has been an amazing conference for me so far. And I really want to appreciate the convener for this meeting. It's very, very impactful. And we made some connection also that will lead in transactions very, very soon.
Company, I'm a realtor called Osha. We're actually here to key into the opportunity that has been given to us, the housing show. All right, it's actually a great opportunity that a lot of people are benefiting from. And as Osha, as an exhibitor, I've also privileged to be part of this opportunity, whereby you meet fellow realtors like you, people in other business fairs, where you can network and interact.
African International Housing Show has been very, very impactful. We've been instrumental in the last 3 years coming, and we've measured the impact afterwards. Convener, Barrister Festus, phenomenal man, a man of serious impact, diligence, knows what he wants to do, and the consistency for 20 years, it's a wake-up call for young entrepreneurs like myself, for us to drive in, for us to stay in strong. So the African International Housing Show is not just a one-stop shop for everything concerning real estate. It's a hub where we get to connect, we get to build, we also get a network. And yes, and the impact, it's beyond this day. It's something that will measure in months to come.
Though we knew, and this is my first time in an event like this, we hope to, our coming here is to get to meet people, interact, and get to understand how the real estate development niche works. And we hope we stay in the business for a long time and to actually make the big name, just like Prince and Hamas and many other real estate development companies.
Throughout today, we also asked one question: what is Africa's biggest housing challenge?
There's no financially viable mortgage industry. That's one. The second thing is, if you go to the banks with 35% interest rate, there's no way, there's absolutely no way you're going to do anything. Okay, so we've got to look at the mortgage system. We've got to look at the cost of funding. Okay, for the high end and all that, it's easy because the market can absorb that 1%, but the mass of the market cannot. In other environments, you're giving like 30 years to pay back, right? So it's almost a social scheme, but on the back of it, you're employing so many people, you're creating so many jobs, you're also facilitating a lot of industries.
One of the housing challenges we have at the moment, which we need to work on, is the nexus between the titling system and the finance. Okay, if that is not merged, then you have a problem. You have a problem where what is needed to guarantee or collateralize the facilities that are coming out from the different institutions, whether it's the likes of maybe the federal mortgage banks or whether it's the likes of the Ministry of Finance Incorporated. We need to have policies that are moved at the state level. A lot was done with the Nigerian Mortgage Refinance Company, but that has not been domesticated at the different subnationals. So the foreclosure laws are still a bit, they're not smooth yet. We need to have policy decisions that smoothen these foreclosure laws so that we can commoditize housing, we can make mortgages easier for people to access, and also we can liberate the debt capital that's found in all of our states and the different subnationals. So that's one area I would recommend that we focus on during this 20th anniversary. We've come of age.
One major housing challenge in Africa is financing, and we are here to bridge that gap. And so AIHS is also supporting us in making sure that Nigerians get to hear about all of this.
The one challenge of housing in Africa is trust.
Don't go too much on cost-oriented solutions. It will cost you more in the long run. You need to maintain the quality in terms of so that you can prolong the solution, the product that you are installing in your project.
Many people don't seem to want to trust the real estate sector anymore because of the various what's it called, fraud activities that has been. But so far so good. Real estate companies are bringing in trust. They are making it really transparent now for people to trust us, because now we encourage due diligence. Like when you buy, before you invest with any of us, now we ask that you do your proper due diligence. Make sure you get the papers correctly. Make sure you go for physical inspection. Make sure you know that, okay, this land is actually genuine. So yes, that's it, and that's the solution we are providing.
3 days in, one thing is already clear. Solving Africa's housing challenge will take more than policies and promises. It will require innovation, investments, collaboration, and above all, people committed to building a better future together. As AIHS 2026 continues, so do the discussions, the partnerships, the innovations, and the opportunities shaping the future of housing across the continent. We'll be here to bring you exclusive interviews, special reports, and all the major highlights from the show. That wraps up this special edition of Housing Developments. For more updates, exclusive reports, and housing-related content, follow Housing TV Africa on all our social media platforms displayed on your screen. From the Africa International Housing Show 2026 in Transcorp Hilton, Abuja, Nigeria, I'm Joseph Johnson. Thank you for watching.